Everyone, it's Ross, and today I want to talk to you about a fig variety that's actually quite common throughout many countries in the world. This is one that you can definitely find in the stores, online. If you live in Eastern Europe, it's all over the place. It's called brown turkey in Eastern Europe. Now, here we don't call it brown turkey because we have a different brown turkey that is in California that actually we call it Californian brown turkey. But this one here is an English brown turkey. That's what we call this. So this is like an Eastern European version of brown turkey that's actually quite good. I really enjoy it. Depending on where you live, you could have this brown turkey and you could be like, oh, well, Ross said that brown turkey stinks. But actually, I was referring to the Californian version. This is the English version, which actually tastes quite good. This particular variety here is called Olympian. And you can see really how unproductive it is. I think it's because it was a tissue culture plant when I got it. You know, it's now one of my oldest trees. You can see down here at the base we have two trunks coming up from the base. Weird how that all worked out, but it really puts out a lot of suckers, I find, when they're tissue cultured. They have a hard time growing as trees, growing straight, thick limbs, and then as a result they don't really get much fruit on them. And the tissue cultured, yeah, it does remove the disease of fig mosaic virus, but was it really worth it? I don't think so, because it's going to take my Olympian years to mature. And the reason why Olympian is an English brown turkey type, guys, I just want to go over this really quickly, is that the guy who found this in Olympia, Washington, that's why it's called Olympia, or Olympian, is that he submitted this fig, samples of this fig to the USDA to get this tested genetically to see if it was in the USDA's collection, add it to the USDA's collection, came back, it's actually unique. Now, the problem with this fig being unique and calling it unique is that it's all over the world, number one. Number two, the USDA doesn't have a English brown turkey in their collection. So if I send them I probably have like at least 50 varieties I could send the USDA. They would come back as unique. So, it's just because it says something on the internet doesn't necessarily mean it's true. A lot of these things are unfortunately a bit of a selling point. But this is a really good fig nonetheless. Anyway, other attributes of this fig, like I said, it was found in Olympia, Washington. So I know it gets quite cold there. This is quite a hardy variety. Even the other English brown turkey types are very, very hardy. We did graft another English brown turkey onto the other limb of Olympian here. This one's called Sunbird Unknown. And Sunbird Unknown was found in the south of the United States. Very, very similar to Olympian. It's said to actually taste like a caramelized peach. The same thing with another variety of English brown turkey that was found in New York called Sotis Sicilian in Sotis, New York. That one traces back to Italy, if I'm not mistaken. And that one also is said to taste like a caramelized peach. So I'm trying to get a few different English brown turkey types to compare to Olympian because I know how much I love this fig. So I'm really trying to get some other ones and see if the caramelized peach theory is true. I'm sure it is. I have a few friends that swear by it. But other than that, the tree's quite hardy. A couple of these, like La Redex brown turkey, is said to survive like crazy low temperatures. Sweet George, I know, is quite hardy. Soda Sicilian is in like upstate New York. So these trees are really quite hardy. Even in Eastern Europe, they're, really, really hardy there. So, let's just eat this. Let's pick this guy. Enough talking about the fig, I guess. May not be as ready as I thought. You can see that this side definitely looks ready. When you turn it over like this, it's not really that brown on this side. I'm going to put you guys down. And we can cut this guy open. Oops. guys. I hope the camera's alright and you guys can see some stuff. Yeah, we're not really that ripe, unfortunately. That right there is pretty typical English brown turkey, though, if I've ever seen one. So this is what they look like. The main crop doesn't have as much of a neck. The breba crop has a really long neck. This is kind of what the leaf pattern looks like on English brown turkeys, guys. You can see that there. Quite a tasty fig if you can get it to ripen for a long time. So let's try this one. It's quite fragrant. It kind of smells like melon. Really good. Even though this fig is underripe, it's still really good. Quite sweet. There's a lot of fig to that. Really is a ton of fig to that. I keep smelling them, guys, because I had a feeling this one here had SWD. So I just want to make sure. A little sniff definitely puts my theory to rest. Anyway, it's a really good fig, and if I can get it to be perfect, no rain, oh my god, it's definitely a top fig. So this one actually is pretty close to an 8, but I think I'm going to give it a 7. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was Olympian, again, an English brown turkey type, and I'll talk to you all later, alright? Take care.